Ladies and gentlemen, education, healthcare, and other community service is more important to improve the nation, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, we will defining to police into the education, healthcare, and other community service. Before I move to my argument, 2 points of rebuttal from the first speaker from the government teams. Firstly, they say that every individual deserves safety that comes from the police, so they can to go to school safety and so on and so forth. We don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. First, it's not true that students will be more easily to go to school if we have a good safety. We believe that are safety enough to go to school without safety from the police. And the second, yes, it's true that every individual deserves safely. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't think even we defining the police for the community service is the police can still take care the safety of the society, meaning that by defining the money from the police will not reduce their responsibility of take care of the safety. And secondly, they say that police who are already doing crime will be handing into court. We don't think, ladies and gentlemen, because these police have power we be hiding by the court. It's not give any deterrent effect from them. So let's move to my argument. Firstly, why it's going to define the society, and secondly, why defining police morally justified. So let's move to my first argument. In terms of education, because the moment when we are going to define the police for society, for social service, education, healthcare, and other community resources, meaning that it would be for to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Why that's so? Because in front of the status quo, education, healthcare, and moreover, for example, community resources is more important. Even if the government say that we have to healthy fund of the money for the police, we believe that education are also important for the society, because let's be realistic, ladies and gentlemen. It the one of the day we should increasing our education for a better futures. For example, is our students or our society have a good quality of education, will reduce the crime. Why that's so? Because we believe when have good education, you will not doing crime. Of even there are still people who have a good education but still doing harming or crime. It won't be as bad when everyone does have a good education. So and secondly, in terms of healthcare, ladies and gentlemen, healthcare also need more extension for the government. Why is it so? We believe that there are many services in terms of healthcare and in the quick because of this quit the fine of police to healthcare will be more effective, such as give a free assurance for society to give a better healthcare for the society, so the society will be more healthcare, and of course will give a good impact for the government. So let's move to my secondly argument. Why defining police morally justified? Because we believe with defining the police for education is more justified. For example, first, we can build a good infrastructure from the students justified. For example, from the students, and second, by giving a good quality for the supporting the education will have the students and ever for the teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, we also believe that to support a good education, meaning that we have to build a good infrastructure for the students and for the teachers is self. Yes, we know that all people or the society need a good security for them so they can be more easily to go to school, for example. But it's not the one who can help to increase the number of the education in our nation. We believe that already have a good society for a good society securities for the society. Therefore, defining police morally justified. So what we can conclude in this debate is, therefore, believe that by defining the police to education, healthcare, and other community service will give a good and ever impact for everyone. That's all for me. Thank you. We beg you to oppose.